everyone, my name is Liz. Today I'm going to show you how to create your own journal to put up on Amazon and sell. If you are interested in that, then continue watching. So I want to show you guys how to create this journal right here. It's not going to be exactly the same. It will be similar, but it is something that you'll be able to create for free on Canva and put it on Amazon. You will need a Canva account. Just go to canva.com, and then you'll also need an Amazon KDP account. Just go to Amazon KDP to create that account. I do have a book telling you exactly how to create your own book step by step. I will link it in the description below for you to see if that's something that you would like to purchase. In a second, I'll share my screen and walk you through exactly how to make your first book. The first thing you're going to need to do is go into canva.com and you're going to create your design. You need to know the size of the book you want to create. Amazon only allows you 5 different book sizes for hardcovers. Remember, our book that I made was hardcover. That's our inspiration book. So that's what we're going to kind of try to copy, but we're going to make it our own. So the size of that book was 8.25 by 11. So you're going to go in Canva and click create a design. You're going to go to custom size, and we're going to put in the size 8.25 by 11. Oh, and you have to make sure it's inches. So we'll change that. Now, this is the inside of the book, which is called the manuscript. Now we have a blank page. The first thing you need to do is make sure you have these margins added to your page, as well as this the measurements at the top of the page. So we're going to go to File. I already have mine, but I'm showing you how to get them as well. So go to File, and then go to View Settings. And then you want to click on Show Rules and Guides, and also Show Margins. Anything you create needs to stay within these margins when you're making your manuscript. All we're making is the inside of a journal. So all we need is lined pages. I'm going to go to the left-hand side to the design box, which is already defaulted to design. And we're going to type in lined journal pages. Now this is like a search engine, and it will bring up all the lined journal pages as you see that are available on Canva, and they're very nice. Anything with a crown is not free. You can get those if you pay $12.99 a month. That is the cost of Canva as of today, 2023. So we're going to avoid any pros, and we're going to pick one that is free. Let's see what we can find. I'm just looking for a pretty one. There are a lot of free ones. So I want to have a theme. This one has flowers. This one's very pretty. Remember, we cannot have it outside of the margins. We can if we decide that we're going to add bleed to our page, but I'm trying to make this very simple. So we're not going to go with that one. Let's see. This one fits right within our margins, and it says morning thoughts, and it has a sun on every page. That's actually very pretty. I also like this because it doesn't have color. It is cheaper to print books that don't have color. If you wanted color, you probably could choose color. This is where you can change the colors of any image. So we could change it. Oh, wow. So we can change it to red. It would be pretty as yellow. But like I said, oh, look at that. That's so beautiful. It does cost more. And then the color is kind of stretching outside of the margins. So I don't necessarily want to go with that. So we're just going to keep it white. Yeah, I think that's okay. Now that we have our page, we need to duplicate it. So when you're making a hardcover book, the minimum requirements for your pages is, I believe it's 75, but to make it easy, we're going to make this book 80 pages. The one that I made previously was 300, so it's a really big book. We're going to keep it simple today and just make it 80. If you click duplicate page, you could do that 80 times. Or you can come down here to grid view, and then you can click this duplicate pages image, and you can do it up to 10. Then you can highlight them all by using your shift key, and then you're just going to click that again. But instead you're duplicating 10 pages instead of one at a time. There's numbers at the bottom of every page so we can see when we get to 80. So we just have to do this one more time. Now we can go back to the regular view. Looks good. We have 80 pages. All we have to do now is name our journal. So we're going to call this Sun Journal Manuscript. Now I use MANU instead of the full manuscript. Now, Canva automatically saves everything, so this will just stay saved until you come back to work on it again. We can also upload it. So in order to upload your files, you need to click Share, and then you go to Download. I'm sorry, we're downloading, not uploading, so go to Download, and then make sure that you change this PNG to PDF Print. And then all 80 pages will be downloaded. So we're going to click download, and then this is going to go into your download folder. You can move it into another folder later. You want to keep everything in the same folder, or at least have it named so that you can find it more easily. So now I'm going to show you guys how to do the cover. So we're going to go right back to Canva. Make sure I'm sharing. Okay. So you should see my screen, and before we go into Canva, we do need to figure out what size our cover is going to be, because whenever you make a cover, you actually are going to design both the front and the back as well as the binding. So this is your cover. This is everything, even the middle, that you're going to be designing. So the front and the back. So in order to determine the size, you need to find a Amazon calculator. So you go into Google. It's very easy. It's a KDP calculator. So I don't have it saved, but you can Google. All you have to do is put in KDP calculator. It's a cover calculator. And it's the first one in the search engine. So here's the calculator. You're just going to fill this out. Let me make sure. I'm sorry. Okay, so you guys can see it. I just have to make sure every couple minutes that you can actually see my screen. So here is the section that says the binding type. We're making a hard cover. We're going to make it black and white. We're not using color. You can use color if you want to. We're going to use white paper. They give you the option for cream paper as well. We're going to turn it from left to right. That's what you put in for page turn direction. The measurements is in inches. The interior trim size we chose was 8.25 by 11. These are the 5 sizes you can choose from when you're making a hardcover book. And then the amount of pages was 80. I'm going to hit tab and hit calculate dimensions. So now all we need for dimensions is the full cover, which is 18.44 or 444 by 12.417. So I always write it down because I will forget. 12.417. All right, so now we're going to go back to Canva, and we're going to create a new project. So we still have this open from previously. We just got to fill it in as 18.444 and then 12.417. And this is the full width of that cover. So let me make sure you can see this. Okay. So you should be able to see my screen. Yep. So now we're going to decorate the cover. This is the most fun part, and you see how easy this is? This is going very fast. So remember, the inside of our manuscript has a sun, so maybe we can find a sun background for our cover. When you put in the background, you do not have to avoid the margins on your cover. You only have to do that on the inside on your manuscript. So now we can go to elements instead of design, or we can go, actually, maybe we'll stay in design. Let's see what we find. So I'm going to do sun background. So sun background. Remember, there's a search engine. And let's see what we find. So there are some, this one says Hello Summer, but remember, we need the front and the back. So this is the middle right here. This is where the binding is going to go. We don't want to put any words there, but we can put our cover there. But we need to make sure our words for the title are on one side, and then whatever we want to put on the back is on the back. So I'm going to look in elements instead, and I'm going to put in sun background again. Let's see what we can find. Oh, there's some pretty ones. So this one is really nice, and it's free. Let's see what else we can find. This one is good. Oh, this one's not free. Let's keep going. You can click see all to get even more. We might end up going with the one we have. This one's cool. Oh, wow, that's cool. We could put this on the back. My mind is going. Let's see what else we have. This one is free. I don't think we'll use that. We'll use what we have. So the way to make your background the full width of the page is to right click on it and click set image as background. There you go. This, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to use this. We'll see. I'll make it a little smaller. But let's decide what we're going to call this journal. So the journal that I made previously, it says Grind, Learn, Live. That's the title. And then I'm trying to use like quotes. And then I have another one that says, in a cookie cutter world, be a macaroon. So let's go along with those lines. Let's use Google to see what we can find. So I'm going to get another tab. I'm going to share it. So I'm going to look up sun quotes. Near the sunflower, turn your face to the sun and the shadows fall behind you. That's really nice. I don't know if that would be allowed. Sometimes they'll allow certain things as your title, and sometimes they won't. Let's see. Sunshine is my quest. We could put that in there. The sun is not God, though his noblest image. Could use that. Thou art the sun of other days. In the sun I feel as one. Oh, I like that one. I'm going to use that one. So I'm going to use in the sun I feel as one. I'm actually copying it. So I'll go back to my image and we can grab some text on the left-hand side. We can click add heading. You can change this size. I just like it to be big at first so I can really see it. So we can say in the sun. We don't have to keep that comma. Enter, I feel as one. So that's what we are going to call our journal. I'm going to change the font. Just like in Microsoft Word, you can change fonts. You can change it so that it's a different color. You can change it from bold to regular. Oh, and there's a period. We don't need a period in a title. We also need to capitalize all of these letters. So in you have to have everything capitalized in a title. I don't know if you have to capitalize as, I don't know. I don't know everything. We're just some friends making a journal. In the sun, I feel as one. I kind of like that. So let's make it smaller. Oh, let's highlight all of them. Now you can go down like this, or you can change it if you know what size you want to go with. You can just put in 60 or something like that. And what kind of font do we want to use? Let's search some fonts. So right now it's on Canva Sans, which is a default. I usually like to go with something like cursive. This one changed them all to lowercase. So you can even type in love. You can type in anything when you're searching for a font, like what you feel. I really like this one. In the sun, I feel as one. I wonder if we could go like this. In the sun, I feel as one. And then make it bigger. Oops, let's make them all bigger. You can also stretch the text to make it bigger, just like that. Let's drag it over to the title now. So we want it to be in the middle, somewhat. You also want to make sure you put your name on your book. So we could put our name right above this sun shot, this sun. So I'm going to duplicate this text. Just like you duplicate pages, you can duplicate text. And then you can rewrite over it. So I'm going to write my name. You can also put your website on your book. I like this. It's cute. You can use a different text for your name. You could put this here. And you see the way it's lining up, that's because I have the rulers at the top. And remember, you never want to put any lettering inside. And I know this sunshine is in the middle, but that's okay. This kind of looks good. And remember, this is very simple. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. I'm just trying to make a simple book that you can somewhat copy. Obviously, make it your own, and that is free. And these can go outside of the lines on the cover because the cover is always a spread, like a spread out image. They won't cut anything out, but on your manuscript they will cut out anything that exceeds these lines, or they can. So I like this. I think this is going to be my title. You can use these to determine what the middle is. So if our image was 18, it was 18 for the width, so 9 is going to be the middle of the book. So I think it's hard to tell if this is in the middle. So between 9 and 18, I think 14 is the middle. We'll leave it like this. Now we're going to save it, but first we have to name it. Ooh, that rhymes. So we're going to call it Sun Journal Cover. And remember, the way that you download is the same way for the cover and for the manuscript. So download, we're going to do PDF print, and then we're going to click download. So now both things that we need are complete. They're done. So now we're going to go into KDP. Well, here's my account. So what you're going to do once you've created your account is you're going to click create. And you're going to choose which type of book you're creating. We're creating a hardcover. So the language of our book is going to be English. You can choose whatever language you want. The book title was In the Sun, I Feel as One. So that's the title that we're going to put in book details. So In the Sun, I Feel as One. All right. I think this as needs to be lowercase. Comment down below if the word as should be uppercase, lowercase, because I don't know all the things. I know some stuff like how to do this, so I could use your help. So in the subtitle is an opportunity. You can put in keywords. You don't have to put in a subtitle. It's optional, but you can put in things like large hardcover journal for back to school, or for journaling, for girls, for boys. I'm just going to leave large hardcover journal, but you want to put in things that people might be searching for so that they can find your journal. Then we're going to go on to series information. This is not a series. Edition number, once again, this is not a series. author. You can put in your name or you can put in any name that you want. I'm putting in Liz F. If there's a contributor, you can put their information in. For description, you can take the opportunity to go and find a book on Amazon that is similar to yours and use their detailed information. You're going to make it your own, but you can copy it and then rearrange what they put in. But you should be saying something along the lines of, this is a great large journal for back to school, or you can use this for recipes. You can use this to write down your workouts. This is good for all these things. You want to include words that people will search for. Once again, this is an opportunity. It's kind of like hashtags. So I'm going to just say right now, because this is just a demonstration, large notebook for journaling back to school book recipes and whatever else your heart desires. You can also include your website. If you have a website or if you have an author page, you can include that as well. Publishing rights. You own the rights. So you're going to check, I own the rights. We made this. So this is ours. Adult only content. No, anyone can use this book. The minimum age is a baby. A baby could use this if they knew how. And 18 plus. Amazon.com is our main marketplace because we're from the United States. You're going to use the main marketplace for wherever you are from. Categories. So we're going to choose our category. I believe you can choose up to 3 for this. This is just a journal. That's all we're going to choose for it. This part is pretty difficult. So pay attention, take notes. So for journals, you're going to choose self-help, and then you're going to choose journaling, journal writing, and then save category. Here's another opportunity. Low content. This is a low content book. That's what you're going to also include in your categories. Low content books are journals, notebooks, and planners. You will not get a barcode for the book. They'll give you like a fake barcode on the back, so don't worry. It will still look really nice. It's just not a paid barcode from Amazon. Now here's another opportunity to add keywords. So you want to enter in whatever you think anyone will search for. So we're going to say large notebook. We can say hardcover journal. You want to fill everything in that is required. It doesn't say it's required, but it's required. Otherwise, no one will be able to find your journal. So hardcover journal. I'm debating if I'm going to sell this or not. I don't know. I will definitely fix it before I publish it though. I need a lot more stuff in here. So we're going to say on the top, we're doing now the content. We're going to publish this without an ISBN because they will not give us a free one, and I did not buy one. So we're going to say publish without ISBN. Publication date, leave empty. Then your book will be published the day it's approved by Amazon. We picked black and white with white paper for our color. We didn't do cream paper and we didn't do color paper. The size of our book is not 6 by 9. We need to select a different size. Ours is 8.25 by 11. We don't want bleed. You use bleed if you're stretching those pages beyond the margins. That costs a little bit more. It says it doesn't, but it does, I've noticed. Cover finish, I always choose glossy. You can choose matte, but be aware that it will show fingerprints on it. Now we're at the part where we can upload our hardcover manuscript. So I'm going to upload the one we saved. Remember, here is the manuscript. So we're going to open it. And this can take a second. And what's going to happen is Amazon's going to check it and make sure that it is a cover that they will accept, that there's nothing wrong with it. And so far it looks like nothing's wrong. There's no warnings. There would be a warning if something was wrong. So we are going to upload our cover. Right here it says book cover and it says launch cover creator. You can do that. I do list in my book on how to create books, which I'll link in the comments below, how to create your cover on here. But for this demonstration, we used Canva. So we're going to click Upload a cover you already have, print ready PDF only. We're going to do it just like we did the manuscript. So here is our cover. All right, I don't see any issues coming up. Our cover will appear in this picture once it kind of uploads a little bit more. It also says check this box if your cover was uploaded with a barcode. It was not, so we're not going to check that box. Now we're going to launch the preview. We have to preview our image and approve it before we can publish it. So I'm just letting it load. This could take a while. All right, so now here is the preview. I think it looks pretty good. So there's the back, there's the front, and now we can scroll through the pages. If there was anything wrong with quality, it would say it right here where it says quality check, and it would be highlighted in red. So there's nothing wrong with this. It's just pretty much telling you to make sure your barcode doesn't overlap. Make sure there's no letters in any of these sections with the red, and we didn't put any letters or illustrations in those sections. So now we're going to go through and just look at a few pages. I really like this. I really think it's nice. I think the cover could be a little bit better, but for the most part, this is a nice journal. Now we get to see how much our book costs to print. So it's going to cost $7.99 to print this book in the United States. So now we are going to save and continue. Just always leave all territories checked. Our main marketplace we chose earlier, which was Amazon.com. Now, the minimum we are allowed to sell our book for in the United States is $12.48. This is a top section here is the only part you need to fill in for the cost. The rest of the territories will fill in on their own so that they are relatively the same as the United States prices. So I typically like for my books to make me between $2 and $3 because of, you know, my time, my effort, and it's per book. So when what Amazon allows is us to sell this book for $12.48. If we sell it for $12.48, we will not make a profit. So we're going to have to sell this for more than $12.48. So I'm just going to try $14.99. I think that's reasonable for a journal. And that gives us $1.50 royalty per book. Now, if you sold a ton of this book, that would really make you a good amount of money. But I think I want to try and do $15.99 and see what happens. $15.99, we will make $2.10 per book. You pay nothing. So every time someone buys your book, you're going to have $2.10 put into account for you, and you will be paid whatever you made that month, the month after. So I believe you get paid every so it would start 2 months from now. You would start getting payments into your bank account. That's really awesome. So we're going to get a $2.10 royalty. We get 60% of the sale. So scrolling down, terms and conditions. So it can take up to 72 hours for your book to be available for purchase. So what's going to happen now is Amazon is going to review our book and approve it. They will send you an email to let you know if it's approved. If there's something wrong with it, they will send you an email letting you know, and they will give you the opportunity to fix it and resubmit it again. You also have the opportunity right now to request a proof. So you do not have to publish your book until you receive a copy of it. It will have a black strip through it that says that it is just a copy and it's not for resale. And you will have to pay the amount it costs to print the book, and you will have to pay for shipping. I usually don't do that. What I do is I publish my book. I'm not going to publish this book right now, but I would approve it and then buy it for myself. So we'll go to my bookshelf and I'll show you guys. So once your book is submitted, it will say pending right here. So this is the one we just made. You can also continue setup if you still need to work on it. So I will continue that one and probably publish it a little later. And If you have any questions, please put them down below. And if you could please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And if there's any other type of book that you would like me to make on screen for you, I'm more than willing. Doesn't matter what kind. It's very fun for me. So let me know in the comments down below. If you don't know what to comment, just comment "I love books," and that will help the algorithm.